Hi, in this lesson I'll be showing you, teaching and explaining to you how exactly you can find an entry position after you have missed a trade or when the trade left you behind and you don't know what to do. There's a way out of it, and in this lesson I'll be showing you exactly how to find an entry position when you feel that the trade has left you. Many a times, after going through the rigorous process of doing our price analysis and then marking our point of interest, we might get busy with one or two things, and unfortunately price will come into our point of interest and played out. And then when we get to see it, we realize that we have already missed the entry. And that is why I am making this video, to show you how you can find an entry even though it seems or it looks like price has left you behind. So I'll be taking you through the process, but always remember these are the settings of my indicator. The Bollinger Band, the period is 130, deviation is 2.0, you apply to close. So you take a screenshot of this and then you do the setting on your own. So here are the indicator setup and then the commodity channel index. My name is Soji and you are welcome to Soji Forex. If you are coming across our video for the first time, please do well to hit on the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when we upload our next video. And please do well to like, share, comment, and let's get into business of the day. First of all, for us to do this, we go to our H4 to begin our analysis. So this is our H4, and we said whenever price is below the middle Bollinger Band, this is price. Whenever price is below this middle Bollinger Band, we are in a downtrend, and whenever price is above it, we are in an uptrend. But we establish that the fact that price closes below the middle Bollinger Band, it is not enough to validate that we are in a downtrend. We want to see price pull back and retest on it before we can conclude the direction that we are. But looking at this trade, one of the reasons we will take this trade even when price has come and retest this is because this is our zone of previous support. So we have an existing order block in this zone which has been here, and I look at this critically. I saw this as a liquidity sweep of this downside by that move, and looking at this H4, there is actually a divergence. A divergence is already playing out in this zone. So considering all of this, even if it is not a complete pullback, I now get to know that there is a partial reversal. So here on my H1 is my entry. So what do we want to resolve? This will move to our 15 minutes. Our goal is to see how we can enter a missing trade. So this is where the movement of this trade began. So this trade began its movement from here, and price went all the way. So assuming we have missed that particular entry, you would have been out of it. But look at what happens here. Price begin this movement and price move all the way to this point. So we have an entry signal here. This entry signal is our pin bar with a follow-up bullish candle, and this is crossing from the level of 10 and 20 of our commodity channel index. So the question now is, since price has left us and price has moved to the upside. How do we do? How then can we find entry? It is very much simple. The same condition you look for on a higher time frame in order for you to have your entry, the same point of interest, you can still look for the same point of interest on your lower time frame. For instance, here we have our smart money cube. So in this SMC simply means smart money cube. So in this zone is our smart money cube. So even though we have missed this entry, price went up, pulled back into the smart money cube, and immediately that happens, you can see that we have another hammer candle followed by this particular candle, and then that is how come about this particular entry that I make. Another way we can also make this entry is upon the break of a trend line, and which is exactly what I'll be showing you now. So you can see that price also as well come to this point and then break this trend line. So what happened? Price break out of this trend line to the upside, return and then retest it. So you can see that price retest the trend line and give us a pin bar candlestick formation. So this is how exactly you can look for each of these points in order for you to find your next entry. So price will always pull back to each of these zones and give us a new entry. So if I have missed all of this entry now that has happened, remember price has already played this smart money cube. So which means that this particular candle now, this pin bar that I am having here now, is now my new point of interest, because price is now giving me a high, a higher high, and this place now is a higher low. So what do I want to see? And depends on how price go, here too can become my smart money cube. So which means that later in the future there is a tendency for price to pull back into this point and continue to the upside, or better still, price can choose to pull all the way to this point, and when it pulls down here, it will continue again to the upside. So this is how you can follow up. So once you have missed entry on a H1 time frame, you can gently move down to your 50-minute time frame to streamline your entry condition. So you can see that I have these two trades despite I have missed this first entry here based on this explanation that I have just given. And this is how you can take advantage of this. You can make your entry at any time without fear, with confidence, and you can see how this is playing out. So this is a live price scenario, and I believe you have learned something new. Please do not forget to give this video a like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when we upload our next video.